Today we take a look at what I've got planned for 2021. Come on, let's have a look at what I'm going to get up to. Good morning, good afternoon, and finally good evening. However and wherever you're watching this, hello and welcome to Malcolm's Way. My name is Matt. The least said about 2020, the better. It's been a pretty horrific year for most people out there, but we have survived it, we've all got through it, and 2021, in theory, can only get better. But I've got a few goals that I want to outline for the train set. First of all, I want to get the track laid, if possible, across all three boards. Big ask, I know, but if we can tick that off by the end of the year, we are golden and we're on a good run to start the scenery properly. I do want to start adding sound to the engines. I have done this now to 3 locos on the train set. We have the C-Class from Graham Farish, the Duchess also from Farish, and surprise, surprise, also from Graham Farish, we have the standard 5MT. That has been the latest one I have done. I have actually given up smoking, and I've done just over 3 months now, so every 3 months I am rewarding myself with another sound chip, just so I've got something I can hear and see, rather than putting them little death sticks in my mouth. So fingers crossed we can crack on with that, and by the end of the year have another couple of engines sound fitted. I will also be showing you how I weather the engines and add crew. This does also include adding the detail parts where possible. Some of them you cannot do, as it will not go around a curve with these parts added. But where practical, we will be adding the detail parts to these engines. We do also need to think about point control, adding point motors into the fiddle yard. Speaking of which, track has been laid in that, and we do have movement, which I will show you in a bit. Anyway, let's put a little bit together now and show you what we've got coming up in 2021. Right, before we go any further, I really need to thank Stephen at Elven Home Layout. He gave me a shout out in the 2 to watch in the last video, and my numbers really have grown quite considerably since then. So Stephen, thank you so much, my friend. Really appreciated. I'll leave a link in the description to Stephen's channel. And please guys, if you haven't already, please go and check him out and give him a like, give him a subscription, and leave a comment in there as well. Let's grow this community and learn from each other. So thank you very much, Stephen. Very much appreciated. It really has helped my channel grow quite considerably. But 2021, what are our goals and aims? Track laying has to be a priority. There is already track down now in the fiddle yard, which I do have coming in the next video. And we do have movement, and we do have locos chugging around in the fiddle yard. None of the points have been wired in yet, but track is wired, and as I say, stuff is moving around in the fiddle yard. So happy days. I've learned a hell of a lot by doing it, but you'll see that in an upcoming video. But talking also of track, the scenic section we do need to start concentrating on. This means building the track from the Finetrax range. Is it fiddly? Is it difficult? Yes, it is fiddly. No, it isn't difficult. You just follow a process and a theory on there and you'll be fine and sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can do it, you can too. And for you 4mm models out there, I know Wayne is looking to increase the range over to the 4mm and I believe the P4 range, but don't quote me on that. But I've definitely seen something on RM Web where he was talking about designing and manufacturing point kits for you guys in the bigger scale of 00. As always, I will leave a link in the description below to Wayne's website. Go and check it out, have a look. I don't think the 4mm will be on there yet, but in a few weeks, maybe a few months, it will certainly be on there. And it'll be certainly something for you guys to check out. Right then, so I have actually made a start on weathering and adding sound now to the locos. Now I'm going to be doing videos on all the ones I do from now on. The first one I attacked for the channel was 73082 Camelot, and that'll be coming in a future small little series that I'll be starting, and that's going to be called Meet the Fleet. Now we're breaking these down into 2 separate videos where we add the detail parts that come with the loco and also weathering up said loco. That should give us a nice little video and a nice little introduction to the loco itself, and then to follow that up, as and when I get it, I'll be adding a sound chip to that engine. So it brings it around full circle, and it'll also be adding crew and the discs on the front of the locos. I want these engines to be layout ready, and once we've done that final sound video, the loco will be good to go to enter service. I want to achieve a certain standard with the weathering and the running capability of the engine, so further on down the line we will also be talking about CV values and myself trying to understand it and learn, because at the moment I'm not too proficient in changing CVs when it comes to the engines, but with a little bit of help, and I'm sure you guys will help too in the comment section below, we can work together to get these engines running sweetly as we can. So the scenic section on the train set, we are going to have to start giving that some thought as we lay the track. Now I've got something I want to add into the layout which I think will give it that slightly extra dimension when it comes to realism on stuff moving on the layout. No, I don't mean the engines, I don't mean the rolling stock. I'm looking at the Magna Rail system to use on Malcolm's Way so I can have moving cars. I like the idea of this system. The Fallow one, in theory, is a great idea, but the actual range they have for the period I'm modelling is very small. But the added advantage of the Fallow system is you can cross baseboards. On the Magna Rail system, I will not be able to do this, so it's going to have to take some quite considerable planning to get this in and to make it look realistic. But working cars on the layout, I think, will add that extra dimension as the trains pass. It's on a chain-driven system with magnets that sit on top. But I'll be investing in that later on in the year, and of course I'll be bringing you guys along so we can work out exactly how we do it. I'll do it warts and all, where I went wrong, where I've gone right, and hopefully show you the finished product of cars moving on Malcolm's Way. Now the joy of Magna Rail is you can add pretty much any car you want to the system as long as the wheels move around. You can use the magnet underneath the vehicle and you'll be taken along on the chain-driven system. Fingers crossed guys, I think it will really add something to Malcolm's Way when it comes to the scenery, but we will have to plan this and put it in at the early stages. Continuing with the scenic theme, I am looking to invest in a static grass applicator later on in the year. Now I'm jumping the gun ever so slightly and get ahead of myself, but I'm going to do a little bit of research into which one will work best for me and hopefully give us the best results. Now there are a few out there from different companies. I'll take you guys along as and when I get round to choosing which one I want to. It might help you guys when you come to buy yours. You can look at the plus and the minuses of each and every system that is available. I'll be looking at budget, how well it puts the grass down, and durability as well. And then we'll make our choice on which one we'll be using on my train set. So hopefully that should add another dimension to the scenics as and when we get round to doing them. Continuing with the scenic theme, I do have something I want to achieve on Malcolm's Way, and that is actually learning CAD drawing. Now this is very much going to be on the back burner as we go through the early stages of the layout, but I am slowly teaching myself the basic of CAD drawing in Fusion 360. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be able to invest in a 3D printer by the end of the year for Malcolm's Way. I just think it'd be a fantastic way to personalise the buildings that are available for me to use on my train set, and in the long run it should work out a damn sight cheaper. The kits from Ratio etc., lovely as they are, they can work out to be quite expensive in the long run, and they're also very, very samey. You find them in a lot of people's layouts. Nothing wrong with that at all, but I want this layout to be unique and individual to my choices and my decisions. So a 3D printer really will open up the opportunities for custom buildings, and scenic items on Malcolm's Way. And if there's any interest, I will be bringing you guys along on the process of me learning CAD drawing, because at the moment I'm not great, but I am getting there slowly. I'm learning the basics, and hopefully by the end of the year we can maybe start putting that into production for buildings for Malcolm's Way. 2021 then has a lot of opportunities for us to be able to grow the train set and hopefully get towards a working train set. We've got the track laying to complete, the track building to complete, early scenic work, point control, and also the weathering of the engines and adding sound where possible. Plenty for us to get onto. I really do hope you stick around and join me for this year. The videos will be as and when I can get around to doing them, so I'm not going to commit myself to a schedule, but hopefully if you do click that bell icon next to the subscribe button, you will be informed every time I upload a video. If you do have any comments, please pop them in the comment section below and I will do my very best to get back to them. 2021 guys, let's go at it. Let's make it better than last year and hopefully we'll have a bit more movement on Malcolm's Way. Nothing more to say. I've been Matt, this has been Malcolm's Way, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Goodbye for now.